Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ESEA Season 55 Main, where we're taking a look at Mavrek take on the likes of Lynnsanity, someone that has been known for turning over the ball a couple times. But besides the point, Mavrek are sitting at 6-4 in their ESEA season. They did have a 13-9 victory over the Dementia Demons on Nuke, I believe 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. And last week they did unfortunately suffer a 7-13 loss against Pokemon Go. On Maverick's side, on Maverick's side, I'll also say that Jackro is being subbed out tonight for the likes of Penny CS, old Revel member coming in to fill the boots as Jackro is out of town, away from the PC, so hopefully Penny will be able to come through. On the side of Lynnsanity, they sit at 6-5 in this ESEA season. They had a 4-13 loss against NXG Esports on Ancient. We saw them have a forfeit win versus the Squids as well earlier this week, and then, or no, that was last week, and then a couple weeks ago they had a 13-7 victory over really sick main team. We've heard that name a couple of times in the channel, but that was on Nuke, so our map for tonight is going to be Nuke as well, so there is going to be what I feel some good team competition between these two teams. I'm expecting to see a lot of team play coming from the side of Mavrek, whether that's coordinated aggression from outside translated into late ramp lurks on their T side, or whether that's, taking advantage of those early A hits that we've seen Mavrek been able to, really perfect. On the side of Lynnsanity, though, they seem to have struggles when it comes to maps that really, rely on your mechanics. So I have a feeling that if Mavrek are able to really exploit the weaknesses of Lynnsanity, that being the mechanics, right, and kind of the fundamental, gunfight mechanics, if we really want to put our finger on it, is what I would say. They lack in the trade department. We see some, frags that should have been really secure just dropped on the side of Lynnsanity. So Mavrek have a real opportunity to, outplay Lynnsanity as a team. I'm expecting, some great trade potential on the side of Mavrek. I'm expecting some great, manipulation of rotations as well on the side of Mavrek. We've seen that before with outside smokes, plus I believe either Toasty or, before Cyrex got picked up, Noxy would do some great lurking outside. Through those outside smokes, completely solo as well. So if Mavrek can continue these tactics and, realistically just split the map from Lynnsanity, then that will force Lynnsanity to make the decisions that they, aren't necessarily prepared to make when it comes to, do we want to rotate? Do we want to go and fight certain angles? So I really, really think there's an opportunity for Mavrek to come out on top. But on the other hand, Lynnsanity, like I said, do have a recent victory against really sick main team on Nuke, so they do have some recent experience. We did have the knife round conclude. Mavrek are on the T side, but we do have a tech pause as well on the side of Big Daddy Big Daddy A. So while that gets concluded, we're gonna hang out for a little bit. Hope everyone's having a great night, because we are doing just that over here on the Blaker channel. Make sure to drop a follow to myself on Twitter at @BlakertCia_CS. Make sure to follow our producer and observer as well, the man that does all of the work, because I just sit here and talk to the microphone. That's at exp. Belt what is popular, party person. We're waiting for this tech pause to clear up. Big Daddy A on the side of Lynnsanity has disconnected. But all 5 members remain in the server for Mavrek. I'm interested to see if Penny is going to be able to, or what roles Penny is going to, try to step into. Jackro was, I shouldn't say removed from the IGL role, because that doesn't feel like the right terminology, because there was some role swapping going around. But with Brock stepping into the IGL role and Jackro playing a more, rifling, a rifle-heavy role, I should say, on the Mavrek roster, I'm expecting, Penny to be able to come in and relatively fit like a glove. I don't want to say that's because Jackro doesn't do anything special, because he does. We've seen some great timings and great individual mechanics, right? But at the same time, Penny has a relatively easy role to pick up, I think, and so I'm expecting some success on the side of Mavrek. Big Daddy A has made it back into the server finally after first tech pause, and it does come to a close. So let's get right into this one. Freeze time comes to a close. Some fancy new Budapest Major graffitis on the wall. Got that Lynn Vision Gaming, of course, for Lynnsanity. This round is underway. We see a smoke and a flashbang on the side of Brock. Sharpie's going to go ahead and drop a decoy all the way through to roof. But Sharpie does fall to Big Daddy, so it's an early exchange in the favor of Lynn Vision. We talked about it early. Lynn Vision have some success. I don't know why I just said Lynn Vision. The truck said it's because it's on the wall, but Lynnsanity now have the man advantage. I was trying to say that Lynnsanity, realistically, it feels like have a little bit of the individual mechanics, but it's going to be the rotations that I think really take priority here in this matchup. Squeak door open from Brox. Smoke is well dropped into Mini. That's going to prompt this A hit. Brox is leading the charge, but Asian has not been cleared, so Gumboot is able to find 3 kills. And I believe he was actually Heaven rather than sat towards Asian. Yeah, that was the Heaven player. So Toasty's left in the 1v5, but will not have a chance at it as Gumboot collects their 4th kill in the round. And Lynnsanity move on to 1-0. Great early start from them. Gumboot able to pick up the 4K. Fully invest into the second round as well with head armor, full utility. So I'm expecting Gumboot to be a real pivotal player in this next round. Side of Mavrek, though, we're just kind of relegated down to upgraded pistols. We see 2 pieces of utility on the side of, or on the hip of Brox and Toasty. Feels like this is just going to be an A-pop. Mr. Mutton finds the first kill, make that 2. He's going to swing out a putt, try to find something, but it's a meat grinder on the A site. Cyrix tries to punch in the bomb code, but he's shut down, so Lynnsanity 2-0 off the back of the solid anti-eco round. But Mavrek now have an opportunity to buy into this. And we should see that, team play really start to come to fruition, whether it's with those outside smokes translated into a late ramp push or even outside smokes into A. It's something that we've seen Mavrek really be good at taking advantage of. Is manipulating the rotations of the team that they are facing. Have an early duel on top of credit. Brox is going to finish it off. Big Daddy is trying to pop out some damage from back credit, but finds the kill onto Sharpie instead. Meanwhile, the rest of Mavrek have gathered towards bottom secret. Contact onto this MP9. But Hostage is able to make an escape temporarily. Somehow is still living. Jeff has made a rotation in, finds the first kill on the Brox, and so now this B push has been put on hold for Mavrek. Penny finds a trade onto Mr. Mutt, but Hostage is still in the vents with the MP9, and it's not going to prove successful. As the rotations towards the A site come in, but they are completely shut down as Big Daddy goes huge and finds 3 kills of his own. Collects the AK-47. And puts Lynnsanity onto 3-0. Oh, bro, did they just get hit with an ad break with the auto Twitch ad break? I can't turn off ads. If you're an affiliate, you can't turn off ads. You can only like what's it called? You can only turn the frequency down, from what I understand. But it's an upgraded pistol round from the side of Mavrek. Cross smokes have been thrown. A little bit early of a smoke break is not gonna give Big Daddy any vision. Sharp to try and find a dual back credit, but cannot. Big Daddy still has full HP, and Sharpie's just trying to work with Steagle. Big Daddy's still sitting towards Unbreakable. There is an opportunity for Mavrek to capitalize on this. It feels like they're completely aware of where Big Daddy is, but Sharpie is still just popping off shots with this Desert Eagle. He's been gifted plenty of opportunities to find damage onto Big Daddy, but is only able to capitalize on one of those. So Big Daddy with 38 HP is the sole defender of outside for Lynnsanity. He did also hear one member, I believe that was Cyrix running down. No, that was not Cyrix. Who was that? Penny? I believe that was Penny running down towards Secret. We'll see. We have a rotation down onto the B side from Jack up in the open, but Jack's in the clock, takes the time perfectly. Find the first kill onto Penny. Takes out the USP and tries to deny the plant, but is a little bit too late on the kills. Toasty finds a headshot with the Deagle, and there's a rotation from Cyrix. So Toasty's now the one-man cavalry towards double doors, but Cyrix has the tall task ahead of him. Tap onto the bomb is going to force Cyrix to start to get a little bit active, but on the second one, still not buying it. Cyrix is going to run, swing with the Deagle, and find a kill on the Gumboot, but Big Daddy is going to clean up. And somehow, Daddy was able to find a kill early on to Sharpie outside and transition it into a late B kill. Assist the team with that retake defense. So a flawless CT side for Lynnsanity right now gives them a 4-round lead. But Mavrek do bring the op into the server. But realistically, you need to see all of Mavrek starting to get onto the board. Sharpie sitting on a donut. Rest of the team realistically sitting on a red stick, except for Toasty. 8 kills to his name. He's going to be committed to this lobby hold. Big Daddy still posted on outside, is going to not see anyone crossing as Brox is using the cover of the smokes. Gumboot able to pick off Toasty. I believe Toasty was going on top of red or attempting to see over the smokes, but Mr. Mutton gets dropped down to half HP. Gumboot does clear all the way out towards red or outside. So that is a little bit of information gained, but Brox as well has already found himself smoking the Secret. He's trying to find the duel, but cannot come out on top as Hostage will rip the head from Brox's shoulders. And it's a 3v5 for Mavrek going into this late round. A minute left on the clock. Sharpie has to be sure to clear this closer angle and does just that. Finds the kill, but it's a little bit too late as Penny was gonna, or did fall. So a little bit late trade, or a little bit of late trading coming out from Mavrek is gonna prove to their demise. So it's 2v4 site bomb plant, site hold. Cyrix punches the numbers in, and Sharpie looks to hold down this ramp position. Gumboot has already rotated towards ramp with the AWP, but Sharpie is forced to swing into it and finds the kill. So that's a lot of opportunity for Mavrek as they now know the rest of the members are coming through the site. Cyrix opens up this retake with a kill onto Big Daddy, but Mr. Mutton has been spotted. Tap does go down onto the bomb, but that's going to force Sharpie to just get peeking, and Hostage will clean up both kills and find 3 to their name in this round. As Lynnsanity move on to 5-0. Saw a little bit of a glimmer of hope from Sharpie and Cyrix in that late round, but Brox was not able to find that duel down towards single door. So a rough start to the T side of Nuke for Mavrek is going to draw a tactical timeout out. Coach Jeff LaFlavor wants to speak his voice into the mind of the players. Make sure that everyone is on the same page. I mean, we did also see this against the Dementia Demons. Mavrek had a rough T-half start, and then timeout came through about the same time on round number 6 or 7. Coach shouted everything that the players needed to... Oh, no. Truck is saying it. 6-7! All right, I had to. But Mavrek, regardless, found that timeout a little bit later into the first half. And whatever Coach Jeff LaFlavor had said was enough to rally the troops and bring them into the winning lane. Hopefully that's what we're going to find here. Sharpie is going to be out of that smoke by Hostage. So that's going to be a defensive smoke towards Hut. Penny's looking for a little bit of spam through the walls of Hut, but is just going to eat some damage of his own. So now Mavrek are kind of corralled in towards lobby. Brox is on an island outside. But realistically, a majority of Lynnsanity's attention is drawn towards this A site. Big Daddy capitalizes on Brox. So in a 3v3, Mavrek going to look to go towards ramp. We see a rotation from Gumboot already coming in towards ramp as well, so there is an opportunity for Gumboot to shut this down. Lurk Smoke as well is going to allow Mavrek to cross out. Gumboot has a nade for it. He's going to spot the first player in Toasty and knocks him down. Big Daddy on the flank is not able to capitalize, so Cyrix and Penny, the two quote-unquote newest additions to this roster, have a clutch to pull off to put their foot into the door. Molotov towards heaven is going to force Gumboot to at least retreat for the time being. Jack as well is trying to go all the way through Trophy Room, but Cyrix seems aware of it. Flashbang is going to be prepped from the heaven player, but it might not prove fruitful. Penny's attention is being held on this heaven angle, but Cyrix as well did turn around, so that gives Jack an opportunity to walk out towards site, but Penny is not moving at all. Shots come in from Cyrix and Penny, but the kill it has not just yet. Penny turns around, is able to capitalize, but Gumboot in the 1v1 against Cyrix has to go and stick this bomb, but with no time left, Cyrix will clean up the kill and put Mavrek onto the board. Whee! A little bit of a goofy ragdoll from Cyrix, but either way, round has been won. Momentum has been halted for Lynnsanity for the time being. Money's still a little bit rough on the side of Mavrek, as Lynnsanity will have an opportunity to buy back into this one. Utility will not be all that there, but on the side of Mavrek, this is the start you need. The foot has been shoved into the door. It's just a matter of prying it open even farther. Looks like an anti-eco round being prepped from Mavrek, but little do they know Lynnsanity have completely bought into this. Brox is trying to creep down secret. It might actually be met by the forces of Gumboot. Gumboot's just kind of jiggling on this pixel angle here. So Brox will be spotted before Gumboot is. But we can already see the rest of the Mavrek forces starting to mobilize towards ramp. One has been taken, but Penny's dropped down to 97 HP. Sharpie finds a kill, but Penny is still alive. So with 3 HP, Mavrek have to really be careful about where they want to go here. Smoke comes in towards J-Hall. More footsteps as well to bait the B hit. But Penny is just looking to grab all of the attention of Lynnsanity. Footsteps have been heard. Brox as well is starting to clear out towards secret, but the A hit is what's on the minds of Mavrek. Oh no! Brox just narrowly misses the timing of Mr. Mutton dropping down vent, but that might also be all the attention grab that Mavrek needed to walk out onto the site free of charge. Hostage is going to open up the squeaky door, but Toasty knows exactly where he is, so that's going to be the A site seize for Mavrek. In a 4v3, might as well be a 3-on-3 based on the health advantage, but Mavrek have gotten their way with this round, able to manipulate the rotations of Lynnsanity perfectly. And we're already seeing a Jame time. Big Daddy just kind of waiting for that reswing of Brox, but he's not going to give it at all, maybe not until this late round. So Big Daddy, Mr. Mutton, and Gumboot will be resigning themselves to saving. And Mavrek will put 2 on the board off the back of that timeout earlier. Toasty trying to find a little bit of a duel is going to catch Gumboot with a nade in his hand, but do too much damage as Brox is able to clean up Big Daddy as well, so Mr. Mutton is the only person able to take a rifle into this next round. And Mavrek are starting to get the momentum rolling like a snowball. Lynnsanity are going to be relegated down to upgraded pistols and bits and pieces of utility. Jack does have a smoke and HE. Mr. Munn, on the other hand, is going to be that hero rifle that was recovered. Might just be a lobby push from the side of Lynnsanity. See 357s posted on this A site. M4 of Mr. Mutton is going prodding in towards single door, but is not going to find a home. He's going to rotate and try to cover this flank that Brox has been so persistent on. And the cross smokes that Big Daddy A is seeing is just going to confirm the fact that Mavrek are trying to go down secret, but that's not what's happening at all. We see Jack already posted it in towards vending machine. Mr. Mutton is going to be this next point of contact. So if Brox comes out on top, that's going to be the B fake sold. Mr. Mutton finds the duel. Cyrix trays on to Big Daddy A. Jack has an opportunity and will capitalize. Is able to recover the will. Mavrek are trying to go out towards this A site, but Penny now with 19 HP has to fight Jack and will come out on top. So Mavrek have cut down the lead of Lynnsanity to 2 rounds as they slowly stack up money and try to at least get us to a 5-5 round differential. Heavy outside presence from Mavrek this round. It's not something we've typically seen. We've just been seeing a lot of outside smokes into Brox just trying to walk down, so it'll be interesting to see how Lynnsanity react to this. The outside smokes as well, when Brox has tried to, get these lurk plays going early, have been relatively late. They've been delayed probably 10-15 seconds after the round has started. So for Lynnsanity to see them off the rip might be a little bit of concern. Jack has tucked all the way into trophy room as well again. He's able to drop down, slide all the way into Mini, or so I thought. He tries to exit the smoke, gets mowed down by Big Daddy, but Big Daddy has to be aware of what Mavrek are trying to do. Sharpie has made his way all the way up towards ramp, and now has a reverse clear position, but Gumbo might be caught off guard. Sharpie can't connect the shots, so he knows what's better. Just going to play the life and assist on the retake, but Sharpie going for the repeak is able to find 2 nice kills by wrangling the spray of the AK-47. And so Lynnsanity have to reconsider whether or not they want to go for this retake, because Mr. Mutton does not. He's already in CT spawn. Jack will open up this retake with a kill onto Sharpie, but Brox is going to trade it out. Mr. Mutton is deep into CT spawn trying to save this M4, but Penny is aware of it. Will get the swing, and Mavrek have dropped the differential to 1 round. We're looking to tie this up and steal this first half. The bankroll is starting to add up for the side of Mavrek as well. As Lynnsanity find themselves back on upgraded pistols. Headshot is gifted to Penny, out ramp, and Penny almost thought about continuing this push all the way onto the A site. But Cyrix, Sharpie, and Brox are just completely taking advantage of the range advantage. Just trying to take it out this A site. Jack has been boosted towards ramp. Daddy is stuck towards vent with the 5-7. And might be able to come out on top. Penny is going to hard clear him. So in a 1v5, Jack has a lot more than a tall task to pull off. Bomb has been planted. And realistically, if you're Jack, even if you get 1 kill, secure 1 rifle to go into the next. It is, but it's collected by Toasty. Just as I was saying it, 1 rifle to take into this next round would not have been bad. Sharpie is too good. It's the puffer jacket. I am 100% willing to bet that Sharpie wears that puffer jacket at home while playing. Can we get a Mavrek branded puffer jacket? That would be baller. Outside presence being feinted from Brox, but no outside smokes are going to allow Sanity to know that something is up. Brox is just trying to draw attention, but Penny is leading this charge out into the A site. Eats a little bit of a flashbang, but holy entry frag. He's able to collect 2 kills. Finally falls to Big Daddy, but Sharpie finds the trade. And so it's a 2v4 for Lynnsanity already. You can see Jack heading towards CT spawn. The op of Gumboot should be collected by Brox if he doesn't turn around at the right time, but he does just that. And Mavrek, after that tactical timeout from Coach Jeff LaFlavor, have been on a roll. He said he probably has it. Yeah, I mean, that's the exact point I'm getting at. I don't think I've ever seen Sharpie without the puffer jacket. At the airport, puffer jacket. Go to the restroom at the land center, come back, he's got it on. You know, I mean, you just can't deny it.
Terrorists win.
Bomb does go off. Cyrix falls, unfortunately, to the explosion, but Mavrek have taken the lead of this half. We're going to make it 7-5 before switching to CT. Damn, Zach is so tall and handsome. Too bad he's taken, or I'd be all up in that. I mean, if it's with the bros, does it count? Thoughts? Cyrix is trying to make it count all the way through Squeaky, though. Does get Molotov'd out of position, so we won't be able to collect the kill onto Big Daddy. But there's an XM awaiting Penny in Hut. Not the Zeus this time, but Hostage has to make the shots connect. We know that the recoil of the XM can be a little bit freaky, as Hostage is going to find the head of Penny, sit him down, but not without taking some damage of his own. Drop down to 22 HP. Oh, yes, Toasty, give it to me. Oh, no, it was a little too short. Nade does not find his home, but Cyrix found a kill. The activation from Jack towards Trophy Room is going to put Mavrek on their toes and give an opportunity for a pinch towards lobby early. Cyrix is going to be left in the 1v2, though, as there was a 1G towards Trophy Room, unfortunately. So Cyrix has been gifted a little bit of an opportunity to get back into this round, but spots the first player, is able to hit a nice shot with the AWP, and so left in the 1v1, Cyrix has 40 seconds to work with. Gumboot is looking to get aggressive into lobby, though, and that might just be his demise. Cyrix is just waiting for Gumboot to overthink, but Gumboot has taken the same stance. Jiggles come in towards Squeaky. Cyrix on scopes and is slowly walking in and will find the headshot. So Gumboot comes out on top, and Lynnsanity will not go down without a fight just yet. Have tied up this half before the switch. So Mavrek, off the back of that tactical timeout at round number 5, or round number 6, I should say, have been able to turn the tables. Penny's sitting at 14 and 8. Like I talked about, had high expectations for Penny going into this match, especially being an ex-member of this roster. So expect him to be able to fit like a glove, as Hostage is going to lead this charge out on the A site. There's 2 players sat towards back silo. Associate is trying to activate with the unsuppressed USP and somehow finds 2 kills. So the 3v3 retake is available for the side of Mavrek. It's opened up by Brox, who finds the headshot onto Mr. Mutton, but the pinch is coming. Penny is slowly just having a guerrilla warfare fight out towards Hut with Gumboot, but Gumboot's made the rotation. Hostage finds the Glock kill, but Penny rotating in will collect everything, and with 2 kills is going to secure round number 7 for Mavrek. And a great site defense coming out from Toasty back site with that unsuppressed USP. A little bit of a crazy shot, to say the least, on that second player, but able to connect nonetheless. So second round anti-eco should be on the menu for Mavrek. Side of Lynnsanity do have upgraded pistols, 3 Deagles. Sent outside, but some early utility towards lobby will put Mavrek on their toes. Already a defensive smoke drop towards Hut. Not the biggest of deals, especially since you have Toasty as well with a smoke. But off the back of the contact outside, Brox makes the smart move. Puts it up, plays towards Unbreakable, opts to give a little bit of support towards inside. But off the back of the smoke fading, Brox will look to get active. Toasty is going to Toasty just took Gumboot's spot. Gumboot walked out of the corner, and as he walked out, Toasty walked in, so a little bit of a mind game going on from Toasty, but Toasty's going to capitalize, find 2 kills, looking for the third, but doesn't want to get too aggressive, waits for the help from Sharpie, and it proves fruitful. As Mavrek find themselves in a 5v2. Hostage finds a kill onto Toasty, but is now left in the 1v4. There's a lot more than a tall order to pull off, as Sharpie is going to just drive by him with the UMP. And Mavrek onto 8. Have put themselves back into this matchup. And are looking to just completely run with the momentum they've built up. Exploding, can you press tab? Can I get a tab real quick? So out of the last, 9 rounds, Mavrek has won 8. So Lynnsanity really feeling the momentum, starting to press against them. Oh my lord, Cyrex deletes Big Daddy, and Toasty's going to find the trade onto Jack. So Mavrek on fire have taken control of these rounds early on, and are able to just completely capitalize on the late rounds because of it. Mr. Mutton and Hostage are able to trade out effectively from Hut. Cyrex is able to find one. He gets traded out, but Toasty's left in the 1v1 against Hostage. 26 HP, so breathing in the right direction will knock Hostage over. Molotov is scooped up, dropped towards Mini. And Toasty's playing the slow game. Hostage going back for the rotation, I'm assuming expecting Toasty to wrap back around, but did also have to pick up the bomb. Meanwhile, Toasty is getting freaky, going through Squeaky Door off of a late timing. Depending on where he posts up, this could be the death of Hostage. Time slowly ticking away, 40 seconds left, but Hostage has his eyes on this mini position, and Toasty is holding from Squeaky, so this might just be round number 9 secured for Toasty. Hostage is being careful. Oh. Finally flips the coin. Sticks to the guns, but the guns are not gonna be what's... The guns are gonna be exactly what Hostage needs. With 26 HP, he makes a crazy read and goes down the vent and finds the position you want to be in if you're trying to come on top of this duel. So Toasty's gonna have an opportunity to shut it down, but it will not prove anything as Lynnsanity have somehow found the round, as Hostage with 3 kills is gonna plant the bomb. Pull some great timing out towards Mini. And I'm at a loss for words. I was so convinced that Toasty had that angle, but that has to be a caster curse, man. There's no other way you can explain that. Round number 16 does commence, though. Lost for words or not. Cyrex opens up the round with a kill on Big Daddy, trying to find some information on top of Marshmallow. The flashes have been prepped. Jack has found a really awkward position towards credit. Might catch Cyrex off guard and does just that. So Jack will now have an opportunity to pick up the M4. Penny is able to capitalize. Bomb is spotted from Brox. He's going to shut it down, so Toasty will have an opportunity to push through Hut. Finds a kill of his own, so Hostage, left in the 1v4, was able to pull off some magic last round, but will have to do it 2 times in a row to pull off this round again. A minute left to work with. Has an opportunity to isolate the duel towards Heaven, but Penny just rotates out. There you see Sharpie as well, trying to pinch through block. So she's going to spot the shoulder, fall to Hostage. Brox is going to be the next in line from Mini. Drops a nade close. Hostage is going to open the door, and he's just running around the maze like the maze runner, as Sharpie will find the final kill. Mavrek on to 9, and have 2 AKs to work with here. I'd like to see that op be brought back into the server for Cyrix, but considering the money of Mavrek right now, it is not too plausible. Freeze time comes to a close. The ghost of Jeff LaFlavor is sitting in spawn. Interesting. An interesting passive, like, upgraded pistol round from Lynnsanity. It looks like their eyes are set towards ramp. Penny and Cyrix have a great crossfire set up here. A big nade. Oh, give me it. Boom! Boom! Huge nade in towards Trophy is going to find the home. And do a chunk of damage on Mr. Mudden and his teammates. And Cyrix is going to have an opportunity to start the meat grinder. Finds 2 kills to open it up. Bomb is dropped towards ramp as well. Just trying to lurk around outside and will not be able to do so, as the MP9 of Toasty is just running and gunning all over the place. Call him YNW Melly because he's got murder on his mind, but never mind. Towards ramp does find his home, but Penny will find the kill through the smoke. Mavrek have found double digits and are looking to continue the momentum. Have also stockpiled the money. Toasty will be dropped a rifle. And Lynnsanity, on the other hand, have 3 rifles to work with, have an opportunity to buy 2 more, but will come at an expensive utility. Crossroads have been thrown for Lynnsanity. Hostage fighting on the Toasty, but spot has been made from Jack. Roxy's tugged. Is able to find the first, make it 2. Coast for the third, but it's a little bit of a heat check. Mr. Button is able to shut it down, but in a 2v3 with 1 minute and 30 left, there's a lot of time to start maneuvering around the map. Gumboot has some insane reactions. I'll spray just a little bit, but how is Penny in lobby? He somehow has found himself in lobby, able to cut off the rotation, so that's going to leave Gumboot surrounded, and Mavrek have found 11, and I mean, as much as I hate to say it, it feels like after that timeout, Mavrek have really gotten the momentum rolling, and the confidence is also starting to show as well. We're seeing Toasty just running and gunning, jumping up and down with the MP9. We're seeing Penny just push through ramp, I guess, to shut down any rotations. Brox with that aggressive play in towards Africa early on, shuts down the round before it even gets started. So Mavrek are on fire right now, and it feels good. Upgraded pistols on the menu for Lynnsanity, but they're spread across the map, and that's going to only make it a little bit more difficult for them, especially considering we have 3 AKs on the side of Mavrek. Flashbang over Garage will give Brox an opportunity to peek, and it's beautiful. Finds 2 headshots. Gumboot left in the... Oh my lord. Brox is just lining him up and knocking him down. 3 kills against the pistols. Shut down this round before it even gets started, just like the last. Toasty's going to get ran down before Cyrix collects the last kill. And Mavrek onto map point. Getting ready to take the series and move on. I'm honestly surprised. I expected Mavrek to, you know, have some success, but holy, in this fashion. Penny doing a lot of the heavy lifting for Mavrek, sitting at 20-9. Side of Cyrix, he's also close behind. We haven't necessarily been able to see Cyrix have a lot of activation in the more recent memory of Mavrek. It seems like Cyrix is starting to finally, you know, find his footing in this squad. At least on Nuke. We haven't seen much else from Mavrek in terms of, you know, map build yet. But for what they're showing, it's great. Able to find a kill on the Gumbo. And already on round number 20. Lynnsanity are in a man disadvantage. Brox, oh yeah, Brox, do it. confidence is here. Flashbang rings over. Brox goes through, is able to find one, but one player has snuck past, and that's Jack. He's able to capitalize and trade effectively. So now in the 4v3, Lynnsanity are just trying to divide the attention of Mavrek. Jack has snuck all the way into Big Garage, so might be able to capitalize on Cyrix, but the angle just doesn't line up. Big Daddy A able to find, or is going to fall to Cyrix. Cyrix gets the information on where Jack is. Now, there's a crossfire opportunity for Sharpie and Cyrix, but Jack comes out on top, hitting a crisp, clean headshot. Cyrix position is, oh my lord, Jack able to hit the one bullet that's required to take out Cyrix, and so it's a 2v2. Jack XD is dropped down to 19 HP, and Hostage is on 84. So we'll have a little bit of working to do, but Penny, with this late ramp push, soiling the round of Lynnsanity earlier, does not prove fruitful this round. Hostage makes the spot onto Toasty, but Hostage is just going to take the bomb down B. Jack tries to get the duel, but only drops Toasty to 27. And so Toasty, redemption from earlier. No! Oh my, Hostage almost didn't plant the bomb. Smoke in hand, Hostage finally punches in the numbers, so Toasty in the 1v1 has a redemption opportunity from earlier in this half. Bomb is doors are open, but Hostage with the crouch swing will come out on top, but Hostage almost didn't get that bomb down. Thought about smoking single door, and thankfully didn't. Lynnsanity have found themselves with a round on the board, but don't have the money to back it up. On the side of Mavrek, we'll see a full buy back into this, but if they lose this, that will be money shattered for Mavrek. However, they only need one round to close this out. It's going to be an aggressive op, cannot connect the shot. As Gumboot finds 2 kills out Squeaky, so this is going to be an opportunity for Lynnsanity to capitalize on the A site. Brox finds 1 kill, make that 2. No, he's going to eat a gush and drop down to 56 HP, but Jack is pushing, finds the kill. Trades are coming in, but the 1v1s are just being gifted from Mavrek, so Sharpie in the 1v3 has to go big or go home. Bomb is down outside lobby, and if Sharpie maneuvers properly, he'll be able to find that out. But if Sharpie starts to get aggressive, he'll find the first kill, make that 2, and so Sharpie just needs 1 more to close out this game. And somehow, without the bomb, Lynnsanity have slowly thrown this round, and Sharpie will close it out with a 3K of his own, and Mavrek, with 13 and 8 on the board, will move on to being 7 and 4 in ESEA Season 55 main, moving 1 step closer to securing their spot in the playoff bracket. Unfortunately to Lynnsanity, they will move down to, I believe, the 6 and 6. Okay, 6 and 6. I almost said it. I'm not gonna say it, but I almost did. So unfortunately, Lynnsanity moved down to 6-6, but an excellent showing from the side of Mavrek, especially with the stand-in coming in from Penny. We saw Cyrix finally able to have that impact on the squad that we've been, really searching for. It feels like Cyrix over the past couple of weeks has been slowly trying to integrate into this squad, and tonight it feels like it's finally happened. So congratulations to Mavrek, and commiserations to Lynnsanity. But for us over here on the Blakert channel, that is going to be it for tonight. We hope you enjoyed what you watched, and if you did, make sure to drop a follow. My name is Blakert. We have Exploding, or at exp ... behind the camera, so make sure to check them out as well. And we have some exciting Counter-Strike action coming at you tomorrow. We're covering the locally hated, I believe, ESEA, is it Elite or Prize Picks tomorrow? Prize Picks Open Qualifiers, so we're covering a little bit of the locally hated run through the Prize Picks Open Qualifier. And then immediately after, we're going to be covering the ESEA lower brackets finals? Semifinals? Yeah, something like that. Lower bracket semifinals on WX Fans channel, so make sure to check it out. But for now, that's going to be it. We will see you tomorrow.
My bitch bet she dripped out in designer tag. Yo bitch know that she ain't shit, she begging for a Birkin bag. Taking all these flights, I got jet lag. Yeah, I know it's been a minute.